Hello and welcome to session 4 of Synoptic Gospels at ACOM. This session you are going to be exploring the ministry of Jesus. Now that's a rather large term to describe 3 years of someone's life, but 3 years that were action-packed, full of encounters, sermons, miraculous dealings, and various other events that shaped the size, the type, the impression that Jesus' ministry gave to those around it. Perhaps you're new to the faith, or perhaps you've been a Christian for a long time. It seems at times the Gospels are full of accounts and stories and parables and teachings and events, and it all kind of swirls around together, and it's hard to get a structure and a framework for this material. This session's about helping you provide a framework for that material. The Synoptic Gospels structure the life of Jesus at this point in a very similar way. He's in the north, he's in Galilee, and he travels south and ultimately ends up in Jerusalem. Along the way he encounters people, he talks, he preaches, he heals people, he engages with different people about what it means to be a follower of him and what his disciples should look like and what it means to be a disciple, truly means to be a disciple deep in your heart and not just a superficial adoption of some behavior. It's tempting at this point to jump to the end and say, I know all about this, but take the time to explore his ministry. Were the miracles, which we'll be exploring later on in this unit of study, done just for the sake of doing them? Was there a larger purpose to them? The writers, they seem to be shaping his ministry in their particular gospel in a certain way. What are they trying to tell you? What sort of picture of Jesus are they trying to build? These questions are quite important as we explore the Gospels together. Mark has got a very different Jesus than Luke does. Matthew's Jesus has a different flavour. And as we have already discussed, these three Jesuses look very different from the one presented in John. Take your time to read the Gospels again if you haven't already done that, or read them again if you already have, and take notes and record the way in which the Gospels are structured.